Since I started doing these videos, it's interesting how hard it can be sometimes to get thoughts out that have been in your head for so long and say them verbally to a camera. Stuff that for weeks and months and years you've been keeping to yourself, hidden from other people, like a mask. You know, you see people every day and you put up this facade. You pretend to be somebody that they expect you to be, but you never let them see the real you. They never show how you really feel. And then, if you do something, if you act out a certain way, true to your real thoughts, true to your real nature, people, they're so surprised because they never see it coming. 13 years ago, I had someone very close to me around this time. Somebody I really liked and enjoyed talking to, someone I got very close to, someone I wanted to get even closer to. This person killed herself. And it really got to me, especially because I was one of the very last people she talked to before she went and killed herself a couple hours later. And for the longest time, I wondered if I could have said or done anything different. I tried to understand what got to her that she couldn't hang on. In the last few years, I've had different experiences go on in my own life that now brought about a great deal of depression. About 9 years ago, I went through something while living in New Orleans that made me very emotional and very angry. I found that it was hard for me to keep my anger in check. And I'm not a drinker, and I don't do any drugs. And I've always believed that you can get as high and as drunk as you want, but once you sober up, you're still going to be the same you. You're still going to be the same person with the same problems, or you're going to be the same asshole. So, what's the point of trying to hide behind substance? But then my escape became chasing females. And if you're going to use something as a distraction to keep your mind off your issues, well, there's worse things than fucking. But in the end, you realize that you were fucking people who really didn't give a fuck about you. And that kind of feeds into the emptiness. The last couple of years, I slowly found myself getting more and more depressed. I felt like I was falling in some abyss, this big hole of emptiness and blackness. All I could think about was killing myself. And I used to debate how easy it would be to take a gun and blow my brains out. But then, me being very anal retentive, I thought, well, gee, with my luck, what if the bullet just gave me brain damage? What if I became a vegetable and then I'd spend the rest of my life hooked to tubes or in a wheelchair? And then that'd be a different kind of hell. And I don't believe that just because someone kills themselves that they're automatically going to hell. I don't buy that religious dogma. Most people who kill themselves really are hurting. There's a hole in them. And by that thinking, wouldn't that be arrogant on God's part to damn them to hell for them suffering? I mean, I'm not a very religious person, but it sounds like any God who would send somebody to hell because they were in pain would be kind of a prick. You don't kill yourself because you're ready to die. You kill yourself because you don't know how to live. And slowly, I have been finding a new reason to want to live. Slowly. My depression comes and goes. When it comes very hard. And all I want is for someone to care, someone to give a shit. And then there's no one around. I wonder if I died, how many people would really care? And then I think probably not many. But I suppose what's kept me going this long is the hope that that if I hang on just a little longer, it'll slowly get better. And I've found, thankfully, it does get a little better, but not all at once. Now, I can't say that in the future I'm not going to get depressed again. I'm not going to have those thoughts, those dark thoughts again. Thoughts that no one knows about, that no one understands, because I don't let them see the real me. I do just as good a job hiding as the rest of us, as you. You hide, I hide, we all hide. We all wear our own masks. We all put up this image of what we want other people to see us as because we are afraid to show the real, vulnerable, frail, tragic us. I find that we're afraid to show who we really are because we think that is what's going to drive people away. And then when we're feeling alone and miserable, we wonder why there's no one around, no one who would understand. But slowly it's getting a little easier to show the real me. And maybe in showing the real me, I can fill up some of that hole, some of that emptiness. I can let go of some of that baggage that keeps weighing me down. And maybe at that point, when I've dropped the baggage, maybe then I won't feel as empty and I won't get those urges again. Doesn't hurt to try.